Good morning, everyone. I have a get ready with me today, and so I'm naked faced. I don't even have BB cream on. I did go ahead and fill in my eyebrows just because the pencil that I use is the Lancome Brunette. It's right here. It's a little dark, so I have to do it really lightly. And you guys, the struggle with trying to put makeup on camera, and that's why you don't see me do this a lot. But this was inspired by a hater. I had, excuse me, I had a comment that said, "Oh my God, look at all that makeup." And what's so funny is the video that they commented on, I really did not have that much makeup on. And it had been on for a while, so, you know, it wears off. And they said, "I bet we don't even recognize you without makeup." So here I am, no makeup. Got my eyebrows done. That's it. That doesn't make that big of a difference, especially when you're just doing it with a real light brown. Sorry about the pile of clothes. I was getting stuff ready for Saturday night going out. So I got to decide what I'm going to wear. But anyway, let's get right into this. I have got like 4 lip changes that I'm going to do at the end of this. So if we start running out of time, I'll do lip changes on another video. So the first thing that I usually do, here's my Shea Moisture eyeliner. And I do have another mirror in here. Oh, this is not going to work good. Let's do it like that. And I just will do my waterline. You guys can see right here I got lotion on. I did put my moisturizer on. Right here, the 2 places that are healing. They're pretty flat, so they should cover up fairly well. They get a little bit better every day, but they're still red. And I have, okay. So anyway, that's my Shea Moisture eyeliner. I just put that on my waterline. I brought my Urban Decay in here, but I'm not going to use that one. Okay, so now I'm going to do my BB cream. And what I do a lot of times is this. I'll take my Real Techniques. I need to get a new one. Like I wash it, but it's tearing up. And it's stained. And I have another one. But you get them broke in, you know. So I put just like a little bit of BB. And then I take my MAC strobe cream. I have the cream and the lotion. I kind of prefer the cream. And I put like 1 drop. So this is... And that, you know, that even shears out the BB cream even more. But this is just kind of priming your face for what I'm going to put on next. So I'm going to bring this mirror over here. I just kind of, now see when you wipe it, it's not blended, but then you blend it. And you get like, that's just the way I do it. I don't usually spend a whole lot of time doing this. Now, I know you're supposed to dab, and I will, but right now I'm getting it spread out. I spread it out, I cover my face and start to come down my neck just a little bit. Get under my nose, get all around my nose really good. I don't go under my eye area. I haven't been putting anything under my eyes, but eye cream. Okay, I've got it pretty spread out, so I'm just going to start dabbing it. See how it almost covers that mole up right there. You can still see a little bit of color in it, but by the time I get my foundation on, or powder, today is both, because I wanted to show you 2 different things. Okay, so that's good enough. So that's the BB, and the, and I don't always mix it with the strobe cream. Let me get my hair out of the way. Here's the Milani Conceal and Protect. Perfect. Good gracious. Come on, Natalie, wake up. I do want to take a second to say, and this is my Smasbox primer oil. I was heartbroken yesterday about Prince. I mean, legit heartbroken. I grew up with him. I grew up with his music. I grew up dancing to his music. 1 drop on 1 pump. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt my Prince talk. I'm just trying to get through this video without it being too long. Love him. Loved him. He was one of my... Actually, I like Michael Jackson too, and I was also very heartbroken when we lost Michael Jackson, but Prince was just the man. I mean, you know, if you were growing up in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. So, heartbroken. I mean, I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I've read flu. I've read pneumonia. You know, his plane made an emergency landing on the, if I've got the dates right now, this is just what I read on TMZ. Emergency landing on the 15th. Because he needed, you know, some medical attention. I don't know what the medical attention was. And then did a concert on the 16th. And so, and then that's the concert that he said, save your prayers for a few days or whatever. Just heartbroken. And then they found him supposedly in his recording studio. So, you know what? At least that's where he was, because that was his life. Loved him so much. Oh my gosh. And then, not to change the subject off Prince, because he deserves a whole lot more than that, but China, if any of you, you know, are wrestling fans from back in the day, China passed away, was it the day before? Okay, this is getting a little bit down my neck, and I don't usually do that, so I'm going in with the dry end of my beauty blender and getting that off of my neck. Sorry, I'm hitting like right here in my throat while I'm trying to talk. But yeah, China passed away. They think that might have been a drug overdose. And I did not know until I saw on a friend of mine's Facebook page that Vanity's from Vanity 6, passed away in February of this year, and she was also 57. And, you know, and this goes back to a little bit of a lesson when people call others old, you know. I mean, Vanity and Prince are never going to get to see old. They were 57, 10 years older than me. That's so sad, because when I think of them as just being so young. I mean, you know, young-hearted. Okay. So I'm really just at a loss for words. I'm hot. Okay. So that was my Milani 1 pump Conceal and Perfect. I'm in 07 Sand, and 1 drop of the Smasbox primer oil. And now this is my e.l.f. Soft Luminance. And one of my Sephora brushes, 50. I think this is 50. And what I do is I take the lid, I get some on my brush like this, and then I just kind of beat it around, and I go all over my face. And this is just kind of getting, you don't want, if you're going to go in with another powder, well, today I've got my Bare Minerals Golden Medium in here, but I also use Classic Beige sometime. But any powder with a color, let me powder up here too. Where's my mirror? Any powder with a color is going to grab if you're tacky. So don't be tacky. Okay. I know my mirror's got fingerprints all over it. I tried to clean it, but it's just the way it goes. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm actually kind of rub, because where I got too much foundation on my neck and then I tried to get it off, I want to make sure that just leaves behind just a little bit. And you saw that I stayed away from my under eyes as much as I could. Boy, my chin is just shining already. Oh, I think what I need to do, and I don't always do this, but it's because I'm sweating, I'm really shiny, is I am going to put a little powder right here, because it's just looking like I'm fixing to have a mess if I try to put anything around my eyes. Don't really like to do that, but this is when I need my RCMA powder right here. If I would have brought it in here, that's what I would have done right here, because I get so shiny. And then I'll still get shiny with that, but it's less time. I mean, it lasts longer than the other stuff. I don't like that foundation off my lips. I look sunny. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Sephora brush, since I put that powder down, that Soft Luminance powder down. Here's my Bare Minerals, and it's Golden Medium. Same thing. I'm just going to get some in the lid, and then there's not much in the lid, so then I'll just hold the lid, dip the tip of my brush in like that, you see, and then do this. And I'll just kind of start in the middle of my face so that you can work out. Because if you get too much on the outside of your face, you can really start to have a mess. And that's, see, that little bit, I mean, is all I use. I like the color of this. Not, you know, and you can still sort of see these. I could cover those up if I wanted to. But I'm not going to conceal it all today under my eyes or right here. But that took care of a lot of it. And you could even take this and put just the tiniest amount on a Q-tip and go over it and powder it and you would be good. But I'm not even going to do that. So, still recognize me? You know who I am? Alright. Oh, I should have turned the fan on. The air's on 72. It's just muggy. It's so humid here because it's getting ready to rain. It's not raining yet. Actually, the sun was out a while ago, but it's getting ready to rain. We got a little bit of rain coming in. Nothing major. Okay, so there's that. And I just, think I blended it all pretty well. And so now I'm going to put the lid back on that Bare Minerals, and we're going to do a little bit of butter bronze just to bronze it up a touch. And I love this MAC brush. It's the one that looks like this, but it is kind of, getting wonky. Don't know why. Probably the way I store it. Let me wipe this off on I've got a washcloth in here. Really good. Love the butter bronze. Physicians Formula butter bronze. I'll list everything below because I know when I get talking, I'm not real detailed. And again, I just want to start with the bronzy. I'm not really trying to contour. I'm going to show you what to do if you want to contour. Now, for some people, this might be a good contour color. For me, it's just not dark enough. It is beautiful bronze color. And it blends, like, effortlessly. You guys have seen me do this a million times. I could have put some music on. When is the music? I have the TV on. I'm going to watch, I'm just going to say Michael Strahan today. Because, well, for one thing, I'm sure they'll do a Prince tribute. But they got a lot of drama going on that show. I don't know. It just seems like to me, I can tell you for a fact, I love Kelly. But I can tell you for a fact, you look at her over the years, this is all gone to her head. You can imagine that she's like a diva to work for. I love her though. I'm not trying to dog her. I'm just saying. Love Michael Strahan. When they were voting for who to put on that show with Kelly, I'm going to do a little bit of hula. Just in the strongest contour spots. I guess with this brush. Oh my gosh. I voted for Michael. I didn't want anybody to get it but Michael. Like, I love Michael Strahan. He's so funny. He has so much personality. So I don't know what happened. He looks like, to me, he'd be very easy to get along with. I mean, nobody's perfect, of course, but I just love him. And I really hate, what's going on. But I'm sure they'll do a Prince tribute or something, unless they're just going to do a rerun today. But also, for any of you that's interested, I did see where 2020, ABC 2020, here it comes on at 10 o'clock at night. But they're doing a Prince tribute tonight. So I will be on that. Okay, so that's just a little not strong contour. If I was going to do a strong contour, I would use the hula with something like this. And this is the Morphe. I can't, 138, I think. Alarm. Dismiss. Why is my alarm going off? Oh, jeez. I have no idea. Anyway. God, nobody call me or it's going to cut my video off. Okay, so. Alright. I got something right here. Whew, sweating. Okay. Now, I promised you. Let's see, I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I'm going to do some eyeshadow. Let me just go ahead and throw some eyeshadow on right quick. I'm going to use the Naked Basics 2. I don't have the one. I'll have to list the colors down below also. Let's see. I'm going to go in with this second one first. In my Morphe. I'll put these down below. This is the second one. Oh boy. Crease. And I'm not really trying to do anything fancy, okay? I'm just putting my shadow on. Crease. Kind of a skin colored, little bit of a taupey, slight taupey. Oh, that's pretty. That time it kind of mixed in with the third one over, so I did it again on this one just to give it a little bit more depth. That's pretty. I might, you know what? I might just leave that so we can just kind of leave it simple. I do have, or did have, or thought I had Naked Lunch, but I don't see it. Oh, here it is. So if I don't like to highlight under my brow bone too much, but this is MAC Naked Lunch. I did wipe my brush off. I know you guys can't see it when I do that because it's in my lap. Just right there. It's not too sparkly, just kind of pretty. Just something that just kind of gives that little bit of pretty luminosity without it being too much. So I'm going to leave it at that, except I will go underneath with the second one from this side. And that will also kind of set your waterline. If any of you have trouble with your waterline smudging or transferring, mine will. That's a lot of the reason I like to do a shadow under my eyes too, because it just kind of sets that. So, that's that. Now I could take this, well, let me just do it. Take this small, this is a IT brush that I'm using. It's just a small eyeshadow IT brush. And go right here. Boy, that color, in that darkest color in that Naked Basics too is so dark. Like I barely touched that because I didn't want it to be like that. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't going for that. But sometimes it is what it is. This one off and just blend that. I mean, I do that a lot. I just wasn't really going to get into that today. But it's there now, so, okay. Let me get situated a little bit. I should turn the air down to 68, I guess. I'm trying to remember everything I told you guys I was going to do. I brought this green shadow from L'Oreal. I'll list it down below. And I'm just going to wipe that little brush off. And we're just going to put... Actually, you know what? I might go under my waterline. This is not... There it is. This is not a very pigmented color at all. So don't be too afraid of these. I have not done this, so I don't know what it's going to look like. Yeah, it's a little glowy. It's a little glowy, and there's not much color at all. I have a very few greens. Yeah, I don't like that too much. It's there now, so I'm going to leave it, but I don't really like that there. It kind of looks like that would have been better for an inner corner because it's really shimmery, glowy. It doesn't look bad. I'm just going to leave it. But for those of you that did not see my other video, there it is swatched. It's almost like a gray green. Let's see. I brought different stuff in here with no plan, so bear with me a minute. My biggest thing was, you know, getting somebody on here going, oh my God, you wouldn't recognize you without makeup on. And I was like, I looked and I was like, what have I got on? Because I'm gonna tell you, I've got some videos. That's what it's all about. That's what makeup's all about. I've got some videos. I've got a lot of makeup on. And before anybody says this is a lot of makeup, everything that I just showed you is very thin. And you know, even with the BB cream, you know that doesn't deposit a lot of color. But I mixed it with this. And then I mixed this with an oil, and then I used very little of this. So we still don't have full coverage. I mean, and you want to go thin, especially when you're doing things like that, because you don't want to end up like, I think this is okay. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, I hate doing eyeliner on camera. I'm going to take my little Tarte skinny one, and I'm going to do my inner corner. Or I'm going to try to do my inner corner. I need a small mirror. Let's do this. This is what I need. I'm going to try to do it this time so you can see it. Boy, this one's dirty. It's just got eyeshadow on it. Wow, I need to turn this way, y'all, so I can see. And I stayed right on my lash line. I didn't go above it. Now, I am going to go on there. Use my little Sephora gel liner. Love this. And my Stila Liquid Pot, favorite. And I wrote a review on Makeup Alley about this too, because I don't think people were figuring out how to use it. It is best to saturate your brush, because if you just try to dip a little in there, then you're going to get that skip. So saturate your brush. That's why you want to use a small brush, so you're not using a lot of product, because you don't need a lot of product. Saturate it for a second, and then wipe the back edges. Whoa. Alright, to be honest, I didn't mean to do that wing, but oh, that looks, not to mention it doesn't look good. But that's everyday life, right? I mean, that always happens to everybody. Okay, so that fixed it a little bit. I'm still not crazy about it because it's a little bit too much for what I wanted today, but oh well. Let me see if this is any better. Nope, not any better. Sorry, I know that you're not able to see this that well. But since I screwed up one, I gotta make this match the screw up. Does it match? Nope. It actually looks better though, but it doesn't match, so I gotta screw it up a little more. Still doesn't match because, see, I hate it when my wing is not pointed. That looks a little bit better. They're not perfect, but you know, I'm also 20 feet away from the camera or the mirror. You can't do your makeup in front of a camera in weird mirrors like you can at your vanity. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything else but my highlighter, my cheeks, and my lips. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to do blush first, and I think I'm going to use this Mally one. There's a funny story behind this because this is the peach one. Yeah, peach blush, Effortless Peach. I bought this, gosh, year and a half ago when Sephora was putting it out, and nobody even, the first thing I bought from Mally, this is Mally Cosmetics, was that square compact of the weird pink matte stuff you're supposed to make your face look poreless with. I hate that stuff, and let me tell you, mine, I already threw it away. It dried out. It's awful. It made I was greasy, like a couple hours later. It was horrible. It looked okay in the beginning, nothing to write home about, but just made me, I didn't like it. It didn't work for my skin. Okay, so then these came out. I was in the U word the day they were putting these out. There was only two. There was one that was a little bit pinker, and I think the highlighter was a little bit different shade. And I played with it, and I played with it, and I was curious about it, and I picked this one. And then ever since then, like I've just the past like 3, 4, 5 months have seen where everybody went crazy about this, and I'm like, I've already had that, but I love it. It is pretty. There's a reason they like it. I'm not even going to pick that other mirror up. I'm just going to use the camera for this. I think I can manage the blush. So this is just a MAC. Came in one of the travel things at Christmas time. Just get a little bit. I'll use this mirror. And just put a little bit right here. Just enough to see color. See, my makeup and my blush and all that. Why did I just do this? I should have done my highlighter first. Is not where when you look at me, you think, oh God, she's got on a lot of makeup. With mine, it's usually the eyes and the lips. And even like right now, I have my eyes done, but no lips. It really, if you just saw me, you wouldn't think, oh my God, she's got a lot of makeup on. When I have them both done is when it does look like I've got a lot of makeup on. And the thing about it is, when I'm on camera and I'm showing you guys products and like what I'm doing today, what's the point of getting on here putting on a little bit of makeup? No, I don't wear all that all the time. But I may have to reapply this because I meant to do my highlighter first. Okay, so I got the two Wet n Wilds. The champagne one and the gold coral-y one. And I got my big Sedona Lace fan brush. Are we still recording? Yeah, we're going to have to do lips in another video. I'm at 25 minutes. 26. Okay. Big Sedona Lace fan brush. Where's my washcloth? I'm wiping it off really good. I'm going, whoa. First of all, go easy. Right, just right here. Bottom of my hand. Like the very bottom right there. I will do a little bit more. The sun went, oh, it's part of my lighting because the sun went in. That's pretty, but you can see that coral tone. Okay, let me wipe it off really good. We're going to do the champagne one. If you use like an elf fan, now this one does it. When I went into the coral one, it went, when I went into the champagne one, it didn't do that as bad. So, I don't know. Right there. Yeah, this is my pick. Because this honestly looks like a glowy blush. And you see the highlight. Oops, that just closed. You see the highlight that I got off one time with that one right there. And then now I'm going to wipe it off really, really good. And I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold down the center of my nose and above my lip. Because when I used it before, I used it with my e.l.f. fan brush. I love my e.l.f. fan brush, but those are better for something like these Wet n Wilds. The Bar of Gold, you need a Hoss fan brush for that. All right there. Still doesn't. I don't think this is. I think this Charlotte one is just supposed to kind of just be more natural. It's so natural, I don't see it. Do y'all see it? I don't see it. Not compared to that. Yes, I would definitely recommend getting that light Wet n Wild, and the name will be down below. I'm still digging in that Charlotte one. I'm going to go above my lip. You can see it there, but I went in a lot. It's just packed really hard, like baked really hard, that's all. Yeah, I definitely like this Wet n Wild color better. This would be really pretty as a blush topper. Well, which is basically what I kind of did there. And so I will, so that the highlighter stands out just a little bit more, I'll go back over the blush again. Just right there on the apples, so you can see. Which that probably didn't do a lot, but you can see the blush line better where the highlighter line is. This one still needs more right here. That's a really pretty highlight. Okay, so that's it, but this is probably one of my favorite looks. Just not doing a whole lot. I mean, I know it seems like a lot, but to be honest with you, it's not. There's not a lot on my face. Normally, I would just spray it. I'm not going to spray it yet, and I'll tell you why in part 2. But it is a natural eye. I do like a wing. I do like my coral blush. I do like a little bit of highlight, just a little bit of contour. But as you can see, I don't have a streak. And I've got like 4 lip changes. So I'm going to do those next. I'll probably go ahead and load this, clear it onto my phone, put this stuff up while it's loading, and then do the lips. And I have some new stuff and some old stuff and a few different combinations, so that's probably going to take about 20 minutes too. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And, you know, my biggest, I guess the theory behind this is makeup doesn't make you. You know, I am fine coming on here with no makeup on. I don't really think I look that different. Of course, you're going to look different with colors on your face. I don't need a lot of coverage, but I do like the colors, and that's part of being artistic. And so, you know, I've said this before in other videos, but you get these new haters, and they don't watch that, so they don't see the common sense behind all that. But you girls know what I'm talking about. It's like playing in a playground. So, yeah, come back and watch my lip video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.